black t-shirt. Hello. She didn't even drink anything. You are a liar. Just popped. Hello beauties, welcome back to the channel. This is a risky behavior. I feel nervous. I haven't spoken all morning. I feel like my voice sounds a bit all morning. So good morning, and I hope you'll stick around for the rest of the video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I wanted to talk to you guys about slowing down, which I feel like I'm kind of infamous for this. I don't know how to slow down. Slowing down is really hard for me, and I think my body just said, we don't give a fuck what you think. Which fair, me neither. Okay, cool. What was I saying? I have a hard time slowing down, and I'm assuming you do as well. If I'm wrong about that, correct me. I think it's really hard to slow down, or like to teach yourself to slow down the moment you reach your 20s, or like quote unquote your adulthood, because like all our lives we're being taught like to always be doing something. Well, I can speak for myself. Like when I was in school, I had to be doing so many things. Either it was because I was seeking approval, or my parents were putting me in different stuff like extracurricular. And like even with the school program, everything is going. Oh, you can hear the people upstairs walking. Bro, I freaked out. I was like, what the fuck? Even with the school curriculum, everything is happening back to back. Every hour, something different is happening. You have a different class, you have a different subject to learn. You don't really have, I mean, okay, you have 15 minute break in between some classes, but like everything is happening at a super fast pace. So I found it really hard to slow down right after high school. I felt like I had to keep up with the pace, or like I had to keep up the same pace in order to be successful, or like to feel like I'm doing something, or like my life has value. I had all these negative thoughts creeping up on me, on like, oh, you're behind on life. I started comparing to myself to people that are literally not even in the same age bracket as me. Like, why am I comparing myself to someone that's literally 25 years old? I was 19 at the time when I had this type of mindset going on. Like, who was it benefiting? Nobody. But because I was used to a very fast pace and like always constantly doing something in high school, it was really hard for me to like slow down afterwards. Or like even now, I really struggle with slowing down. Like when I take quote unquote breaks from work, or like just an hour to relax or something, I'm always thinking of the next thing that I could be doing, that I could be putting my time and energy in. Like, it's still very hard for me to slow down. So like, if you're watching this video thinking I'm gonna give you ways that could help you slow down, I think you're in the wrong place, because I'm also trying to find ways that work for me to slow down and to help me slow down, which right now I don't think anything is working. Let's talk about that while I make some Freddo cappuccino without any, oh shit. Well, my background is that I did kindergarten and primary school. Actually, I skipped kindergarten. I only went to primary school. And in primary school, I had to redo a grade 1. Can you imagine? I was pissed. Grade 1, because my grades were not the best at the time, okay? And then I did schooling until primary 4 in Zimbabwe, and then I moved here to Greece. I skipped a year. Did I skip a year? Yes. I skipped a year, and they put me in what's the name of the gymnasium? And then after that, I did extracurriculars. Even in Zimbabwe, school breaks, one of my uncles, he would sit us down every day of the week other than Saturday and Sunday, and we would learn a subject like maths or English or whatever the fuck he came up with, and usually rounded up to 3 hours within the day, which is a lot when you are on school break. Like, you want to relax, and then your parents are like, nah, you are gonna do some shit. I don't know. So that was that. And then when I came to Greece, I did 3 months of, I got like all my English degrees. I got a C1, C2, and also a B2, because, you know, I leveled up every single one. And with these ones, I wasn't necessarily paying, because one of my dad's good friends did like sponsors for children that did not necessarily have the financial ability to like pay for these classes. So that's how I got all 3 degrees. And then after that, she also found me a computer program that I could attend, and I attended that after school for like 6 months leading up to that. And then after that, what did I do? I did something else, but I don't remember. And then the last year of high school, I was coaching, fitness training. So like, I was not relaxed. I was a busy girl, and I'm not gonna lie, my grades were not that amazing in high school because of the language barrier and all this stuff. So like, I even had to go to classes after school just to learn Greek, which it wasn't my favorite part of the day, because like, in my opinion, I felt like I wasn't learning anything going to these classes. I was more so learning much more when I was in school, and like actually speaking here and there with the other kids. But you know, as obligation, I had to go, I had to attend. So as you can see from the start, I was always doing something, up to something. Like, there was just little rest none in my life. And even when I was resting or like chilling at home, my parents would kind of guilt trip me and make me feel bad for, I hope you're not watching this. If you are, hi, it's the truth. And lucky guilt tripped me into feeling bad for the fact that I was relaxing and I was on my phone and all this, without having like to think back at the fact that I just did all this during the day, and I was my time to relax and chill out and maybe read a book. I loved reading when I was young. Even still now, like, I love reading or like doing all that, but because it wasn't a school book, it was low-key a problem to them. Be like, why are you not studying? You know, like, anyway. So yeah, I still now as an adult, and I'm like, boom, now I gotta figure shit out myself. No one necessarily has to tell me like, you gotta go study. Like, I can just, I have to take on the responsibility of doing that for myself. But when I'm relaxing, I still feel guilty. I still bring myself up for quote unquote just taking a break, sitting down to drink some water. I always have to be go, 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 go. And I really like despise being in the house as much for that reason, because then I feel like I'm wasting my life away. And it's a very tricky situation when you enter your 20s, because like, hey, because like, I don't know, I cannot talk and fucking do shit at the same time. Like multitasking and talking at the same time, really difficult. This may not be going so well. Hold on. And that is why I was like, you know, after high school, literally the summer after high school, I felt useless. I felt like, where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. What direction? Left, right, center? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. And I was working as a coach, but like it was very low money. It was part-time, and I didn't know. It's not something that I truly enjoyed in the moment. It felt more so like an obligation rather than me doing it because I loved it and whatnot. So that summer I felt a bit just like out of the blue, and I was comparing myself a lot to like random people, and it wasn't like the best mental space that I'd been in. And it also like topped on to that was the fact that I was going through a heartbreak, as one does, of course. So because I didn't know what university I wanted to go to, I already had an idea of like what I want to do in university. Like that hasn't changed. I still want to continue financing things to do with business and stuff, but in the moment, like, I hadn't passed my exams that I had taken, which I knew from the beginning that I wasn't gonna pass because of the language barrier, one, and also like I had a zero desire. Go away! Like I had zero desire to pass those exams because I didn't want to go into a Greek school. Like literally, I was like, there is no way I'm gonna go to a Greek university and have to study in Greek again. There is no way. It won't work. What do you want?
You do it.
Okay, go back inside. So yeah, I took a gap year, and during that gap year I started coaching more often. I got an internship at a non-government organization, and then I just leveled up, I guess, and that's why I went internship, which was a 6-month internship, and then I went to junior coordinator. I think that lasted like 3 months, and then finally I am the finance coordinator in this organization, which I don't know, I feel like it really drained me to be up in this, and like the corporate ladder, basically. The corporate ladder and finding it was a bit of a high. Like every time the 6 months time would come and like my title would like change or something, it gave me a high. It gave me like a new purpose. It made me feel like, oh, I'm doing something with my life. And now it's been stagnant for the past so long that I'm just like, wait, I'm starting to freak out because I'm like, oh my god, like, yeah, what am I supposed to do? You know, like that's my vibe. train. That type of vibe. So I'm just like, I don't know what's happening, you know? And I feel like I'm so scared of slowing down or like taking things so easily. Like even when I was like trying to find another work or like another job, I didn't know what to look for, because I felt like I had way too many tabs open in my brain, so that I was just like, I don't know what to focus on. I don't know what to look for. Should I look for coaching? Should I look for customer service? Should I look for finance? Like, what am I looking for? I don't know. Everybody will be asking me, what are you looking for? What position do you want? I don't know. I can't tell you, because I have way too many tabs open up here that I just cannot decide. And it was like it became too much to be looking for 5 different positions at the same time. Like, I was like, whatever I get, I guess. It's not a good structure. It's not a good plan. I mean, ideally it is, but like realistically it really is not. You get what I mean? I guess I just have this fear of like losing out, or like FOMO, or like just falling behind in life according to like what my other peers are doing, which like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to have this fear of falling behind in life when nobody is on the same path. Like, everybody has a different fucking life for a reason, but it still creeps up at times. Even this that I'm doing with YouTube, sometimes I'm just like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta film this, maybe I should film talking about tech. I don't know anything about tech. Or I should be like, oh, maybe I should film vlogging, or I should film cinematic clips, or it's just like so many tabs open that I feel like I'm not executing anything to my fullest possibility, because I'm trying to focus on like 20 other things at the same time, which, like, okay, multitasking is a good skill to have, but how about you focus on one thing? You know, like, I feel like social media really just glamorize doing a bunch of shit at the same time and not having like 3 or 4 things that you mainly focus on. You get what I mean? Literally, life feels like just a race that never ends, and the only way that it's gonna end is with you 9 feet under the ground. Like, oh, I don't know why I'm coughing. And like, don't get me wrong, I still wanna do like a lot of stuff in my 20s, but the thing is, I'm 20. I'm turning 21 in a month, but like, I'm 20, and I should really try to focus at least like year by year something. Just one main focus for 1 year, or like 2 main focus for 1 year, and slow things down and have a bit more slow paced life, which I really crave. And realistically, I have 9 years to try, and then when I'm 30, I think we should both try to relax a bit, slow down the pace, you know, actually live in the moment. You know, I'm not saying waste your time or like waste your days away just, I don't know, doom scrolling on TikTok like I've been doing for the past all summer, because I feel overwhelmed by the amount of tabs open in my brain. So I really want to slow down, because I feel like that will make me realize what I've actually accomplished, realize and start to look at the little things and find joy in the little things, find joy in the mundane, find joy in the day-to-day, find joy in being a beginner and like starting something new. And you know, like YouTube for me is an experiment right now, but I still sometimes really put a lot of pressure on myself. And I'm on social media, like right now social media for me, especially Instagram, it's not even a tool to get inspirational. Well, sometimes it's a tool to get inspirational, but like I would say 90% of the time I'm literally stalking people and looking at how many followers they have and wishing that was me, and like watching a lot of videos of like how to get 1,000 followers on fucking TikTok or YouTube. Wow, like it's stressful, and I feel like it's not benefiting me in anyhow. Like it's good to have knowledge, but like too much of something is never really good for you, and I'm having too much of that. I'm doing too much quote unquote research, or like watching too many videos of people really just like summarizing the same shit and like saying the same shit over and over again, and then I feel overstimulated, and then I feel like, but why is it not me? But this, but that, like it's so stressful. And like, how about we trust the process? How about we trust God? How about we enjoy being in the moment and actually like being okay with where we are at by now, but still wanting to level up at the same time? I think I know this for a fact. Slowing down would bring a lot more peace in my life. Like, lastly, it makes you realize like what's really important. Where do you want to put most of your energy in? Like, where do you want to focus more on? Give yourself small goals that will end up one day. Big goals, but like take your time at the same time. Oh, that kind of wild. Yeah, I think I've yabbed and talked for a bit too long now. I hope you enjoyed this video. So did I. I enjoyed filming it. It was a bit stressful at some point, but I got it done, so that's what that matters really. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Comment what you think about slowing down, or like, do you guys have ways that I can also implement in my life that will help me, you know, take things slow and all that jazz, you know? All of a sudden I'm tired. Now I'm just yapping. I apologize. Anyway, see you in the next one, I guess. This is